The biggest, or what were some of the biggest surprises, and what were some of the snubs? And what were some of the snubs? Because we know it's not always a happy day for everybody.
Some people will say BTS. Maybe the voting hasn't gone global yet because they weren't in the big four categories. And you thought that, you know, a band like BTS, who continues to sell out stadiums, and their song, you have Butter right now, which did get nominated, but some of their other songs and their work should have got nominated in the big four categories, and it did not. So that was interesting. I'd say those two really jump out to me. Those two really jump out to me because BTS's worldwide acclaim and fame is everywhere, and we just saw them.
The nominations for the 64th Grammy Awards are finally here. They are full of surprises and a few snubs. BTS was totally shut out of all the major categories. Despite many believing the K-pop band would sweep the annual awards show, but they did score one single nod for pop duo group performance. Another shocker was Taylor Swift's work on her hit album Evermore only scored her one nod for Album of the Year. This year's nominations were picked a bit differently since the Record Academy made sweeping changes last year. This is the first time in 30 years that the nominations were decided solely by the voting membership.
Here are the big surprises from the 2022 Grammy nominations. Batiste leads all artists with 11 nominations, including Record and Album of the Year. BTS Army, yes, the supergroup made our list of snubs. BTS only received one nod for Butter, the record-setting, chart-topping song of the summer. It's up for Best Pop Duo Group Performance, and it has some tough competition. Justin Bieber, Coldplay, Doja Cat, and the duo of Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
What's yours?
One nomination for Taylor Swift, though, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Jon Batiste, you just, before we went live, familiarized yourself with who Jon Batiste was.
Guys, I'm embarrassed to say I didn't really know who he was.
No, but this is the thing, is that every year with the Grammys, there's sort of that one story, and Jon Batiste is 100% that story this year, aside from The Weeknd not submitting. That's the big story. You know, Jon Batiste pulls the most nominations. I think his total streams for the record was like 5 million compared to like Olivia Rodrigo, who's sitting at 1 billion. So to manage to pull off 11 streams, this is the exact kind of album that the Grammys love.
구독과 좋아요 눌러주세요.